When it comes to leadership, I like to make the connection to life. These deep analogies in how life is playing out before us really connects us to the essence of leadership, and then how leadership can greatly influence our surroundings. So Creeping Charlie is a ground ivy. I spent 2.5 hours yesterday trying to remove it from our lawn. You see, when it began in the early spring, there was a small patch of it in our garden, and Creeping Charlie's has a beautiful green color. It is quite aromatic. The leaves have a beautiful shape. And so when you see it, it's basically like, this stuff is wonderful. Maybe it'll be like a clover, which when it grows in your lawn can create a really lush experience in your lawn. Deceiving, because 6 months later, it's taken over a third of our lawn. You see, what happened was it creeped throughout all of our healthy grass and suffocated it. And now all of that healthy grass is no longer healthy. 2.5 hours of removing Creeping Charlie yesterday barely put a dent in how much is in the backyard. And what will need to happen, of course, is we'll need to resoil, replant and seed, and grow new grass. So what does this have to do with leadership? Within our organizations are individuals that can be Creeping Charlies, but not just individuals. It could also be processes and policies that are put in place that suffocate the people, that suffocate the culture. And at the beginning, they may not seem like it. They may seem like they're for the good. They may seem like they're for the benefit. They may seem like they are for the advancement of our culture and our performance and our bottom line. And we may not even pay them much attention when there's an inkling or an intuition around, something's not right here. You know, and sometimes when we get that intuition or inkling, we kind of haphazardly spray at it or address it, weed control, and think, well, that ought to do it. Maybe now it'll take care of itself. And it turns out it doesn't. It just continues to infiltrate and suffocate. And very quickly we can find that then our culture begins to suffer. Now here's the thing, even when we go about removing what is the toxic element to our culture, it takes time to reestablish the foundation of trust that then allows the culture to truly shift. So 2 hours of removing Creeping Charlie from my backyard, the job is not done yet. And even when that Creeping Charlie is gone, the job will not be done. To cultivate a new lawn, a strong lawn and stronger, is going to take some time. And that's exactly what happens when we allow for cultural toxicity to exist, any amount of cultural toxicity to exist. So what do I encourage? Well, I'm encouraging that we take a look at the emotional intelligence of our organization as a foundation to being able to do things like hire emotionally intelligent individuals, hold people accountable by setting very clear expectations, and remain flexible and adaptable. So when we see something going awry, when we intuitively feel it, our emotional self-awareness, we know how to take action on it to protect the intensity of our culture.